The day of the verdict arrived with a heavy air of anticipation. Emily sat beside Nathan at the defense table, her heart racing as the jury filed back into the courtroom. The past months had been exhausting, filled with long nights and relentless pressure, but now everything came down to this moment. Damian Torres sat just a few feet away, his hands clasped tightly in front of him, his face unreadable as the foreman stood to deliver the jury's decision. Emily barely breathed as the words finally came, "Not guilty." The room erupted. Damian collapsed into his hands, overwhelmed with relief, while reporters scrambled to capture the moment. Emily and Nathan exchanged a glance, the weight of what they had accomplished hitting them both at once. They had won the biggest case of their careers, and they had secured the victory. Later that night, after the courtroom had emptied and the chaos had died down, Emily and Nathan found themselves at a dimly lit bar, celebrating with drinks in hand. The pressure that had hung over them for so long was gone, replaced with the warm, buzzing relief of triumph. The bar wasn't crowded, and they had chosen a quiet corner to toast their success without interruption. "To winning," Nathan said, clinking his glass against Emily's.
"And to you, Emily."
"You were incredible. I couldn't have done this without you." Emily smiled, feeling a warmth spread through her that wasn't just from the drink. "Right back at you. We made a good team, didn't we?" "A damn good team," Nathan agreed, his eyes lingering on hers for a moment longer than necessary. There was a charged silence between them, the kind that had been building for months, ever since that first night at the resort. The drinks kept coming, and as the night wore on, the tension between them became undeniable. The barriers they had put up, professionalism, boundaries, the case itself, had been stripped away. There was nothing left to hide behind. By the time they left the bar, the cool night air did little to dampen the electricity between them. They had barely made it through the door of Nathan's apartment before they were kissing, all the pent-up energy and unspoken desire finally breaking free. The next morning, Emily woke up in Nathan's bed. The sunlight streamed through the curtains, casting a warm glow over the room. She blinked, her mind still hazy from sleep, and slowly pieced together the events of the night before. She turned her head to see Nathan sleeping peacefully beside her, his face relaxed, the weight of the case no longer etched into his features. Emily's heart raced, but this time, it wasn't from the stress of a trial. She bit her lip, memories of the night flashing through her mind, Nathan's hands, his warmth, the way they had let go of everything else and just been together. This wasn't the first time she had woken up beside Nathan, but it felt different now. Before, it had been a spontaneous, unexpected fling. Now there was something deeper. They had been through so much together, professionally and personally, and that connection had only grown stronger. Carefully, Emily slipped out of bed, trying not to wake him. She wrapped herself in one of his shirts and made her way to the kitchen, her mind racing. As much as she had enjoyed last night, she knew they couldn't ignore the complications that came with it. But for now, as she stood there in the quiet morning light, she allowed herself to simply enjoy the moment, the victory they had won, the closeness they had shared, and the possibilities that lay ahead. If you like this story, please subscribe and check out the other stories. Thanks for watching.